Good morning. Welcome to another installment of YouTube Live from Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. We're about 25 miles north of Denver right here. Nice central location in the United States. So we can accommodate everybody with this video. I'd like to talk today about a recent trade-in we just got. This is a 2021 Tiffin Wayfarer. It's the model 25RW. Total length on this is 25 foot and about 7 inches. So it's just under that 26-foot mark that a lot of you have heard me speak of. It's very important because so many of the national and state parks are going down to a 26-foot limit. No limitations here. This will go in everywhere. So as far as the 21 Wayfarer goes, this is totally redesigned. The Wayfarer for 21 is not a new product for Tiffin, but like I say, redesigned. They've done some really nice stuff here, and I'm going to point this out as we go through. From the outside right here, a few things I want to mention. This has the Titan DuraShield, so the clear coat protective cover over the front, virtually invisible there, but really great protection, very great product. Tiffin has redesigned the front cap on this to where it goes back quite a ways up on the top, and it's all integrated one piece into your, what we used to call bulkheads down here. So a very nice seamless front cap right there. This also has the built-in side camera package integrated in with the turn signals. And I wanted to point out one thing over here. Tiffin, I like what they've done. They have custom fitted floor mats, and those are a precision fit fitting into the cab area on both sides right there. They did a nice job with that. It's really sharp looking. This unit also has the solid aluminum wheels by Alcoa and the added TPMS system on all of your wheels, and that's all 6 on there. So of course that gives the driver information on tire pressure 100% of the time. All right, as we're working our way back here, they have redesigned the door here with the built-in trash compartment right there. And as you'll notice, no screen anymore because they have taken a page out of another manufacturer's book, which, let's face it, they all copy each other at some point. I like what Tiffin's done here. They have taken a lot of the good ideas from other manufacturers and implemented some of their own. They've built a really nice product right here. As we work back, we got a 32-inch television sitting outside right here, and that's a smart TV. So with some Wi-Fi connectivity, which coincidentally, this Mercedes chassis does have hotspot capabilities on it. But a lot of those campgrounds you're going to, they have routers around, so you can watch your Netflix and Prime and so on and so forth, all outside right here, as well as inside. Side opening baggage doors is a nice improvement. They have the 2,000 watt inverter, so that's a little bit bigger than in the past, so a little more power there. And now they have the Dutch doors, if you will, on the storage here and the other side. So very easy to get into your area right there. That is all a one-piece aluminum box right there with the rhino lining on it. And then you can see your module for the central vac, that Dirt Devil vac system right there. So very easy to clean out and start fresh. So nice job there, keeping everything clean and looking sharp. This has the highest level of Truma AquaGo on it. This is a continuous water heater, works on electric or propane, and it's a very fast heating system. So on-demand system, tankless, works really well, gives you up to 20 minutes of unlimited hot water. They've moved the fresh tank fill over here. In the past, they've had just the ability to fill that tank via the city water fill and a bypass valve. Well, they've added the gravity fill over here as well. So that's a nice touch. 30,000 BTU furnace in a 25-foot unit. The rule has always been, as long as I've been doing this, that we want 1,000 BTUs per foot. Well, even at 7.5 feet wide, they've gone over and above with the 30,000 BTU furnace. So nice job on that. You've all heard me talk about this before. You can walk up to any RV, and when you don't see a lock on the handle, then you know, yes, that's correct, it's propane. So anybody has to be able to run up and turn the propane off in case of an emergency. Now on this one, Tiffin has added this barbecue line right here. That's what I call it anyway. It's just an accessory port, but very simple to hook up any other appliance outside here on propane that you would like. That is a low pressure connection right there, so you can't have a product out here with a regulator on it. Double regulation doesn't work. This doesn't open, and the reason is because, again, the redesign of the 21 Wayfarer here, this is where your holding tanks are. You've got your fresh black in the center, gray over on the far side. So all of your tanks go across the back right here. 38 gallons of freshwater storage is pretty respectable. I like that. All right, so we do have the standard receiver hitch and 7-way plug down there. So this thing will tow up to 5,000 pounds. And again, very simple. One of the things I've noticed versus other B pluses, that's a made up thing in the RV industry. There's really no particular classification for that. It's really classified as a Class C, but we in the RV industry have coined the phrase B plus because it's kind of in between the conventional size Class C and a Class B van. So this B plus right here, this actually comes out to a nice near the end point right here. We've all seen some of these that are recessed way back in there, forcing you to use an extension drawbar for anything that you want to hitch up out here. So kudos to Tiffin for getting that right hitch on there. Nice work. As I mentioned, of course, this side doesn't open up over here for the simple reason that your tanks are all in that area. So let's talk about the wet bay a little bit. First thing I noticed here, it does have sewer hose storage down there on the bottom, but the cap is missing. Well, I promise I will get you a cap on this one because I don't want you to lose your sewer hose. And of course, being outside, you're not going to have any fumes from that, having to store it inside this area right here. Your black and gray valves over on the side pull up instead of out, so those are very easy to operate. Water pump is back here. Full water filtration system is back here. Outside shower, black tank flush out, and like I mentioned, you still have the ability to fill your tank high speed with that. Your hose, once it comes out, can drop straight down, so it's full gravity from those tanks all the way down out here. Drains everything off really nice for you. So again, they've done a nice job here. There is a heat duct going into this area also. So when your furnace is running, that's keeping this above the freezing threshold for wintertime use. All right. You know, I mentioned on the TPS system that this has all 6 tires covered on your monitor for your tire pressures. And as you can see, the inside and outside duals both have those sensors on them right there. Once again, the Dutch door design on this thing gives us a nice big storage compartment. This is bigger than the Wayfarers of the past, so you've got a lot more storage out here. Since it does recess back here a little bit, you probably have room for that set of golf clubs that you want to put in there. All right. Standard for the 21 Wayfarer is now the Onan diesel generator. And of course, many of you know, but the big advantage to the diesel generator is it uses close to half the amount of fuel as the LP generator does. So you don't have to worry about running out of propane. That's much harder to find a place to get propane as opposed to just filling up your fuel tank. 26.5 gallon fuel tank supply for the chassis on this one. So that generator will run a long, long time on that. Exhaust for the generator coming out over on this side, not on your patio side. All right, so the Sprinter chassis, you've seen this in every video, I'm sure, but this is a 3-liter V6, 188 horsepower, 325 pound-feet of torque. Lots of power. That turbocharged engine moves fantastic. It really moves down the road nice. One of the enhancements that Tiffin has done for 21 models is the Sumo suspension upgrade. So this now has a 5-inch support block instead of the standard 2-inch that Mercedes comes with originally. And I have not taken this out on the road, but just driving it through the parking lot, across the street, and over here to our video area, I think I can tell the difference. It is a very nice, smooth handling suspension on there. I like it quite a bit. Everything's always easy to get to on the Mercedes, be it your DEF reservoir, your brake fluid reservoir, oil fill and check. You need to get power for your batteries right here. That connection right there goes straight down to the chassis battery. And then the ground port over on the other side. Coolant recovery, again, very close up here in the front, as is the DEF. So nice and simple, very easy to get to everything up here. LED headlights up in the front gives you great visibility. All right, so as we move inside, I want to point out a couple of things that Tiffin has done here. I really do like some of the innovations that they've come up with on the 21 now. So first off, we do have the Bigfoot leveling system. That's standard for all of the Wayfarers, 21 and up. And then very simple control for your battery disconnect, and then patio switch for your step so it's not going in and out every single time. Over on this side, we have our touch screen for the Spider control system. And then this little rubber boot comes off. This is the stereo system, which the speakers are attached to the awning and go all the way out with the unit right there. A nice design there. I wouldn't be surprised if my buddy Gordon, if you're watching Gordon, thank you. Gordon and I have been in the RV business since we were kids. He is now the national sales manager for Girard Awnings, and they work, of course, very closely with Tiffin. Shout out to Gordon, he's a great guy. He probably had something to do with this because he's a smart fella. All right, very simple awning controls, in and out, and you can stop it anywhere along the line that you want to. And while we're here, if I may just point out, this particular unit has the optional Dragonfly 200 amps of lithium battery power. Okay, and I'm going to touch upon that again here in just a little bit. Let me get that down. Oh, okay. What am I doing wrong here? I don't think I'm in place all the way. Okay. How am I doing so far? There we go. Okay. So I wanted to leave the slide in for you on this one because I want you to see there's plenty of room to get right back here while you're in transit. So everything is accessible, easy to get to, and it just works really nice. So while you're looking towards the back right here, I'm going to operate the slide room so you can see that go out. And we get really nice floor space because this is a fairly deep slide. I forgot, would you pull the e-brake up for me there? Actually, I should have thought about this. I need to have the engine running on this, so give me just a sec here. That only takes a moment. There we are. Okay. So here we are extending the slide now. Really beautiful thing about this floor plan, this has the upgraded theater seating. Of course, there's 3 options that were available on this 21, and this is the premier option right here with the theater seating. Those are power recliners, and they both have seat belts on those. There we are. So what I love about this floor plan is you have separate seating entities in here in a small unit. This is the only floor plan that will do this, giving you a sofa and other seating up front right here. In lieu of a dinette, this has a table that sets up full width across here with tapered corners for easy entry, and then also another table for the front seats once those swivel around and face backwards this way. So what's really nice here now is their bed system on here. When it comes time to go to bed, this is a very easy operation right here. Cushions come off, and coincidentally, there's room for storage of the cushions here or the booster cushions for the front seats, and storage for the tables are under there as well. Very simple operation. These legs come up into position right here. We're going to run this down a little bit so they stay straight. And let me get those legs to come out all the way. So, small unit, biggest bed available right here. That's been an issue with a lot of B pluses like this, that they just don't have the bed that people are looking for or needing that extra space right there. I also like what Tiffin did with this particular bed right here, where it kind of drops down into a bucket, if you will. That makes it very easy to change your mattress pad, put sheets on it, that kind of thing. So excellent job, very well designed. And again, I can get through here just fine. So let's go back to normal position here, or what I might call daytime. And of course you saw I did expose those cabinets up above when we opened up this thing. So very easy operation to get this thing into daytime or nighttime positions. All right, let's look at the bathroom. Something really cool I found in here. From there you can see that this is even with the floor, or if anything, it may be slightly stepped down a little bit. So no having to jump over something to get into the bathroom right here. They've expanded the size on this. Used to be 32 by 32. Now it's 36 by 32. Or, I'm sorry. Used to be 32 by 30. Now it's 36 by 30. There we go. So lots of room, 6 feet tall. Still plenty of room for you big guys in here. All one piece, very nice. That's fiberglass. It's a pretty sharp setup. And then real simple with your screen going across. That's all on the inside of that short lip, so no leaking out onto the floor. Porcelain toilet in here, and then also porcelain sink over here. Can you hear that? So really cool bowl style sink, very modern looking. And then you got the slider doors for storage underneath over here. So Tiffin's done a nice job on this. All right, so as we work our way this direction, point out a few things. There's our booster seats for the front driver and passenger. And again, like I mentioned, those can store underneath the sofa. Closet hanging area up here. They move their controls above the bedroom TV over here. And solar, this looks to me like it has the 175 watt panel. And this is something you're only going to find when you have the lithium upgrade on this unit. So that is a full control to tell you exactly what the status is of those batteries, what even the temperature of the batteries is. So you're in complete control knowing what's going on with those. That Truma AquaGo unlimited hot water is the controller here. And depending on whether you're watching TV from antenna or cable, you would enable whichever one of these you wanted to do. There we go. And then your 2000 watt inverter control is up here as well. So that's going to power up your microwave and specific outlets throughout here. And of course your diesel generator start and stop. Now speaking of outlets, another thing I like that they've done, and I believe this is a 2021 improvement that they've done along with many other things, is every outlet I have found in this thing has USB ports on it. Not a separate USB panel, but the actual outlet itself has them built into there. So a little less clutter, but USB everywhere in the whole thing. Huge drawers in this area right here. These things are very deep and long, as you can see. And then down below here, our spider control for the electrical system in here has resets for the 12 volt instead of having to fumble around for a fuse. Your AC breaker's pretty standard. You've seen that on all of them. And then LP sniffer, if you will. And here you go. Here's another outlet with USBs on it. So that pretty much confirms that every outlet has USBs. It's just a nice touch. I like that. Conventional refrigerator on this one here. So LP or electric operation automatically switches back and forth depending on what source of power you have. Great for boondocking. And Corian solid surface countertops in the kitchen area right here. It's got the huge bowl style sink. Some of you have heard me joke about putting a round plate into a square sink. Doesn't really work very well. So that's a nice touch. They've improved that. The overhead cabinet storage up here is just wide open. Of course, you could put some shelving in if you want to for a little extra space that way. Very generous down below right here. So two huge shelf areas right there. They did a nice job. No clutter, as I keep mentioning. So clutter is the thing that it kind of bugs me if you have too many things going on at once. Hiding the controls for everything up there and then putting your outlets up in here and voila, more USBs. How about that? So very nice setup right there. They've increased the size of the cooktop here, so it's a little bit larger than previous. So nice 2-burner setup there. And of course, we've got a little more storage behind the television here. I know it seems kind of funny having the two TVs so close together right here, but it's usability. You're sitting across from the theater seating, you're watching this one. You're sitting across from the sofa, you're watching that one over there. They've also put in a nice little extension here so you can have some more space for prep in the kitchen. And then a lot of remote controls. But again, very generous on the storage everywhere in this unit. Soft close drawers also. So I like what they did up in the front right here. So we got the gas charge props on the bed up here to make it easy for you to enter and exit the cab area. But they've also included this fencing right here. So I've heard a lot of people, say, gosh, what if, what if my kid is, I'm worried about him falling out of there. Well, actually this goes this way, sorry. This kind of solves that problem right there. And then they left this space open for the ladder. So unencumbered entry into the top up there. Good job, Tiffin. I like the way they did that. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about the cab up here. We do have the 10-inch touchscreen on here. And in most cases, that's an indication that you've got all the safety enhancements on here. meaning your automatic braking, your lane mitigation, lane warning also that you're drifting out. The controls on the right side of the steering wheel will handle everything over on this screen right here, depending on if we're looking to find a destination right there, or we can also scroll. We can do both Apple or Android connectivity on here. Obviously Bluetooth connections. Very simple volume control right there. Dual, or rather heat control up and down, and fan control on this one. And then over here on this side, you have your multifunction display. And again, you've got the little, let me go back to the home screen right here. So this little button is on both sides right here. This is like a little mouse pad, and you can scroll through your different features that are on there. So it's kind of nice. You're going to get in the habit of doing that very simple with your thumbs, just like you're texting. This also has the adaptive cruise control for setting your distance to the vehicle in front of you, automatically slowing up and down. Manual shift paddles right here. And then very simple controls for going into reverse, drive, and park. Now on reverse right there, you can see the backup screen on this thing is really nice. So having that 10-inch screen up front right here really makes it nice, and you've got 3 positions, be it a wide angle, normal, or tight down to the bottom. Okay, this one doesn't have tight down to the bottom. I stand corrected, but you do have wide angle and short end angle right there. All right, I'm back in park. Seat controls, power seats on this one. So everything is handled through the door over here. And then you have 3 memory positions. You have heated mirrors, automatic mirrors to adjust right there. Very, very user-friendly. Easy to do everything in here, really nice. So 2021 Wayfarer. This unit only has 5,700 miles on it. It is really fresh. Lots of Mercedes warranty left on this thing right now. I would highly urge you to take the time, drop me an email, a text, call me up directly. My cell should be showing up right down here, 714-809-4813. This is a beauty. This thing is in excellent condition throughout, and it could be the one for you. So please, Bill Hurtado, Transwest Truck Trailer RV. Call me. I'd love to tell you all about this thing. Thank you.